Hello, good morning, future and fellow weirdos of the flock. Come in, come in. Leave your shoes on. Leave your shoes on. On your way to get Keep Other People Alive juice. It's a fresh pot. Press like, right? Press like. If you make the last cup of Keep Other People Alive juice, you make a new pot. So, welcome. Yesterday, when we left off, uh, Joe was sold into slavery, and then the slave master, Potiphar, he was really nice to Joe because Joe was really awesome and God loved Joe. So then Potiphar's wife, she tried to Weinstein Joe, right? She's like, this weird fish dick guy, right? She told everybody. And then she tried to sneak up on him while he was going to the bathroom, which is really fucking weird, right? He's trying to take a shit, and she's like, fuck me. Do you think I'm sexy? I think I'm sexy. Do you want to fuck me? I'd fuck me so hard. Right? And she's doing that to Joe while he's using the bathroom. Then, then he tries to skirt, and somehow she gets his clothes. And then she goes and tells everybody, right? And then she tells her husband. And her husband's like, this guy, I put him in charge of everything, but not my wife. This guy, go to jail. Right? Best go, do not collect $200. Go straight to jail. So Joe went to jail. But he ended up a trustee, like, I don't know, day 5. They was like, you can be trustee. Everything is okay. So they put a baker and a butler in Joe's pod, and he was trustee. So he went and checked on them, and they was crestfallen, right? They was like, life sucks. And then he's like, the fuck is wrong, yo? And they was like, the bad dreams, the bad dreams. And Joe's like, do you know what they mean? And they's like, no, the bad dreams. And he's like, okay, tell me. So then the butler tells him, and he's like, you're going to live. And then the baker tells him, and he's like, you're going to die. And then he's like, butler guy, when this happens, remember me, right? Tell the Pharaoh about me. I don't even know why I'm in jail. It's weird. There was sexual harassment. Nobody even investigated it, right? They called me a fish stick weirdo. And so the Pharaoh has a birthday party, and he has this giant feast for all of his workers. And he kills the he kills the baker and lets the butler live. And the butler does not say jack shit about Joe. And that is where we're picking up today. So, I am Nikki K the Great, right? And I will be reading you the rest of Das Bible all the way through in chronological order, right? And it is going to be so fucking fun, right? It's going to be fun. So, pack Larry the lizard guy, right? And pack Larry the lizard guy to go on this journey. Grab your Keep Other People Alive juice, and then Let's read Das Bible. We're picking up at chapter 41. All right. Did you take your medicine? I forgot to ask you. Oh my God, take your pills. I just remembered to take mine. So make sure you took your pills. Feel like I'm missing something. Uh, my glasses. Oh my God, I'm missing my glasses. Hold on. Well, I went to play fetch. I went to grab my glasses. Blue decided she wanted to play fetch. And I am really bad at fetch because her favorite toy is pipe cleaner. Look, she just brought it back. Hold on, I'll show you. Didn't bring it back. Oh, she didn't even bring it back. She's looking at me like, you can go get it. I'm not going to get it. It's just like, well, Naruto guy just fell over. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we are on chapter 41 of Genesis. Alright, Blue's an asshole. Let me show you. See, it's a little pipe cleaner. And Dustin rolled it up, right? Like a tiny little ball. And it's a pipe cleaner. Watch. She gets down. Can you see her? She gets way down low. Bring it back. Lucky doesn't play. She does play fetch, but I don't remember what she plays fetch with. I don't know what you want to play with, Lucky. Alright, I guess Blue's done. She only wanted to play one time. And Lucky wants to play, but I don't remember what she plays with. I think she just plays with Dustin's hand. I don't know. Spaz doesn't play fetch, so she doesn't play with shit. And Captain Pussfur uses little ball to play fetch. And now we are in chapter 41 now that we're done fucking with the cats. And chapter 41 says, it came to pass at the end of 2 full years. Okay, so this is a Pharaoh's second birthday since then, I guess. And Pharaoh dreamed he stood by the river where, there came up out of the river 7 favorite kind and fat flesh and okay, out of the river 7 well favored kind and fat fleshed, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kind came up after them out of the river, ill favored and lean fleshed, stood by the other kind upon the brink of the river. And the ill favored and lean fleshed one did eat up the 7 well favored and fat kind. So Pharaoh awoke, and he slept and dreamed the second time. 7 ears of corn came upon one stalk, rank and good. And behold, 7 thin ears, blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them, God in the east side. Listen, God is all about the east side. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears. And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called all the magicians of Egypt and all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh. Then he spoke to the chief butler. Oh, listen. Then the chief butler told Pharaoh, I do remember my faults to this day. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants and put me in ward in the captain of the guard's house. Both me and the both the baker and I, we dreamed a dream. We dreamed a dream. And one night, he and I, we dreamed, each man according to the interpretation of his dream. And there with us, a young man, a Hebrew servant. Listen, listen, bad writing again, listen. And Hebrew. Shouldn't this be a Hebrew? Listen, listen. I'm a word Nazi sometimes. I can't handle that. It's fucking up my mind. Okay. There with us, a young man, a Hebrew servant to the captain of the guard. And we told him. And he interpreted us to our dream. He interpreted our dreams for us. And it came to pass, just as he said. So it was me, he restored unto my office, and listen, he didn't restore you though. So he told me I would be restored, and he told the baker you would hang him. That's what our dream said. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon. And he shaved and changed his clothes. So they was like, yo, dude, listen, you're grimy as fuck. So listen, you're going to see the Pharaoh. So you need to get better, like right now. We don't want to see him. We don't want him to see how we treat the prisoners down here. So get yourself fucking cleaned up, right? So he did, and he came into the Pharaoh's chamber, or where the Pharaoh was. And the Pharaoh was like, hey, Joe, won't you tell me about this dream that I had? Could you imagine if he told him just like that? The Pharaoh was Jimi Hendrix. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The Pharaoh did not sing that song. Would it be funny if he did, though? Listen. Okay. I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard that you can understand a dream and interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, Not, no, 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 no. It is not I, it is God. God tells me, and I tell you, I'm the middleman. I'm a good guy, right? So, and Pharaoh was like, "Hey, Joe, let me tell you about this dream that I had." Listen, listen, it is so early in the morning and I am so hype. Listen, listen, I am so hype. I don't even know why. I bet it's because of that trail mix I had yesterday. I bet it was. I feel so good. I ran out of keep myself alive juice, so I was eating some trail mix. Anyway, listen, I'm sorry. Just stay. Just just say I ADHD, I can't help it. No, that's a motherfucking lie all day. I can't help it. I can't help it. I want to say things. I wish I knew how to edit. All right. I am so sorry. Okay. So he dreamed a dream. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, Ah, God. And Pharaoh said, in my dream, I stood upon the bank of the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine flat flesh, and well favored, and they fed in a meadow. 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill favored, and the lean flesh, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and ill favored ate up the 7 fat ones, and they had eaten them, and it could not be known that they had eaten them, because they were still ill favored. So I awoke, and I saw in my dream, behold, 7 ears came up on one stalk, and they was so good. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the east side sprung up after them, and the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this to everyone, and no one knew what the fuck it meant. And Joseph said, the dream is one God has shewed Pharaoh. Look, it's again Shewed. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know what that means. He shewed Pharaoh, but okay. What it's God's showing you what He's about to do. The 7 good kine are 7 years. The dream is one, and the 7 thin and ill favored that came up after them are 7 years. 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine. This one thing which I have spoken to you, what God is about to be. And this thing which I have told you, God's about to do, he showed you. Behold, there comes 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land, and there shall arise after them. Hold on. And there shall, hold on. Behold, there comes 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land, and there shall rise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land, and the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known by any reason of that, and the plenty shall not be known in the land, because shit's gonna be fucked, yo. That's what's happening with Trump right now. Nobody remembers. Like, Trump did the damn thing for 4 years, and now we have Biden, and nobody remembers. $1.89 gas. You think they would notice that? Motherfucking idiots. Anyway. And for that, the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established, and God will shortly bring it. Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land. Let Pharaoh do this. Let him appoint officers over the land, take up a fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years, and let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep the food in the cities. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land, that the land perish through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, Who can we do? And then Pharaoh said to Joe, Listen, the answer is you. Like there's anybody else. Listen, you know the plan. And Pharaoh said unto Joe, Listen, hey Joe, I have set thee over the land. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But sometimes you just need to sing. And Pharaoh took off his ring. Oh man, he took off his ring. He don't want to be married no more. He gave it to Joe and said, Will you marry me? That's not what he said. He put it on Joe and arrayed him in gestures of and vestures of fine linen, and gave him some bling, bling, bling. Every time I come around the city, bling, bling. And he made him ride in the second chariot which he had. And which he had. And they cried before him, bow the knee. And he made him ruler over all the land. And Pharaoh said to Joe, hey, Joe, I am Pharaoh, and without thee, listen, listen, eh, I am Pharaoh. Without thee shall no man lift his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. So I'm still Pharaoh, and fucking remember that. Okay. And Pharaoh called Joe. Hey, Joe, your new name is Zephnath Paneah. I don't even know. It's still going to be Joe. The daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. And Joe went out over all the land of Egypt. Joe was 30 when he stood before Pharaoh, and Joe went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went through all the land of Egypt. And the 7 plenteous years brought forth by handfuls, and he gathered up all the food which were in the land, and he laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city. He did it the same way everywhere. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much, until he left numbering, for it was without number. And unto Joseph were born 2 sons, the years of famine. And Joseph was born 2 sons before the famine, which Asneath, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. Oh, Potiphar, the priest of On, bare unto him. And Joe called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for God said, he hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. So I don't remember shit, because fuck those guys. And the name of the second he called Ephraim, for God caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. And the 7 years of plenteousness were ended, and the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said. And the dearth was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto the Egyptians, this shit's Joe's fault. Listen, do whatever he tells you to do. And Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians. And the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And all the countries came to Egypt to Joseph. They came to Joseph for to buy corn. Listen, they bought some corn from Joe because the famine was everywhere. And we are going to end right there. So thank you for hanging out with me and my cats. Totally awesome. So thank you. Uh, don't forget to press like, and if you enjoyed this story, press subscribe because I do this every morning. I used to do it twice a day, but apparently that causes problems. So I'm down to one time a day. So please come and hang out. I love you. Thank you for watching. Keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Love you. Bye.